Okay, beautiful. So again, hi everyone. Welcome. I'm going to mute everyone. So there is so many things I want to share with you. As a Gemini, sometimes it's hard to choose one subject, but we'll see. We're going to connect it maybe together because it's related. We know that we are a few days before Lag BaOmer. Lag BaOmer, it's a big celebration at the Kabbalah Center. As you know, it's a celebration of Rabbi Shimon, of the Zohar, and all the revelations of all the secrets, right? So one of the things we need to keep in mind, Rav Ashlag explained that every day we need to choose our spiritual work from the beginning, We need to repeat it again, till it become our second nature, then we can really choose the spiritual work every day as my first day to keep the flame, the fire, to keep the energy and the excitement as I used to be a new student. We're talking about Lag BaOmer. Lag BaOmer, we know there is a lot of fires, right? There is the fires of the energy of the Torah, the energy of the Zohar, energy of the revelation, all the secrets. So some things we would like to do, and it's important to do, and I think maybe once a year even to do it. It's to renew our commitment with the light, with the center. When we choose our spiritual work, somehow we didn't choose in the beginning because we didn't know the Kabbalah Center. And somehow, either we receive a flyer, or maybe somebody told me, maybe a friend, maybe I heard it in the commercial in the radio, or, each one came in a different ways. But the bottom line is, the light sent me a message that connected with my soul, and my soul at that moment was much more stronger than my body consciousness, and my soul win in that day, and I came to Kabbalah Center. And then, we are here today, thank God, and we continue in doing. And something is important for us to do, it's to renew that commitment. Because, one, we don't do any favors to no one that we are in a spiritual path, or that we are in a Kabbalah Center or any other spiritual path, right? We're doing favor, first of all, to ourselves and to our connections and relationship with the Creator. So we need to remind ourselves that our Satan, it's also there. And even though we are study Kabbalah, he can sometimes send us to do good deeds. He can send us to scan the Zohar. He can send us to do, even to come Shabbat, come to holidays, go to Lag BaOmer. He can also do that, As long he control us, he can send us. And many times we don't pay attention that we actually under his control, because what I mean, I'm here, like I'm doing my connections. Yeah, but we need to understand that we have to check our consciousness, where we're coming from. And when we renewing our commitment, right, with the center, with the spiritual work, it's very important. It's like, sometimes people are getting married and they're renewing the vows, right, after so many years. And you said, why? But they're already married. Why do you need to do that, right? We need to bring new energy, new flame, new fire into the system, right? So not by a coincidence, we have every year that energy of Lag BaOmer, energy of fire. We know the Torah also, it's energy of fire, this energy of tree of life. We know that our voice, right, have also fire, water, and air in it. Okay, every time we say, or somebody can hear us, we're making a voice. So it's included from those three elements. So we have that power of fire. We want to cleave ourselves with the fire of Kedusha, it's called, the fire of holiness. Because many times we're using the fire, but the fire of the impure system. We want to start to use the fire of the pure system, the holy fire, okay? And to connect with the holy fire, we need to choose to renew our vows, let's say, with our spiritual work, okay? Because as we mentioned many, many times, that the light of the Creator coming in the world like every day in a very strong way, with a lot of blessings, a lot of revelations. And if we're not ready for it, for us, it will be overwhelmed. If we can renew our contract with the Creator, our contract with the Kabbalah Center, our contract with our spiritual path, we can elevate ourselves to a different level of desire of starting doing things and stop procrastinating and stop to say, one day I will do it. No, the one day, it's right now. It's today. When you have that in your mind, one day I will do it, okay? Stop for a second and do the restriction and ask yourself, just a second, are really honest about it? That one day I will do it, or I'm just selling myself a very cheap consciousness by the opponent. So either I can say, no, I don't want to do it. That's fine right now. Maybe tomorrow, yes, but right now, no. Or I need to check if I just say it just to push it away, and if it's important, and it's important for me, right? So I need to ask myself, why not to do it right now? Just ask the question. I'm not saying even do it, but just ask the question. Why not to do it right now? Why I'm going to do it one day? If it's important, I want from now, even to plant the seed, even to make just the phone call, even to give the smile, whatever that thing, even to plant the seed. But if it's not that important, why to keep in mind that consciousness of like, one day I will do it? And this is what we're talking by one of the things, there is so many, but to renew our commitment with the Creator. The Creator work with us 24/7, giving us blessings 24/7. He needs us to be in the present place, the present time, to receive those blessings. When a blessing comes, I'm sure we're not telling the blessing, one day give me. If your boss will come and tell you, listen, I'm giving you promotion. No, it's okay. One day you can give me the promotion. Don't worry about it. One day. I want to give you now. No, it's okay. One day. Yes, this is how we behave. For sure not, right? So blessings we want right now. But when we're talking about changing, one day I will do. One day I will change. No, so we need to start to shrink that empty space and cleave ourselves with that consciousness. So the first thing we want to connect with that energy of Lag BaOmer, we want to connect with the energy of like, renew my commitment, renew my vows. And again, each one of us, it's between him and the Creator. Just sit a few minutes, think about it, go back even to the first day or the first Kabbalah one you did, and how did you feel? How was the energy? How was the flame inside, the excitement you want to share with the world? You want to tell your friend, you want to tell everyone, come to Kabbalah, it's amazing, I feel great. Go back to that flame. And from that point, renew your commitment as right now you came to the Kabbalah Center, like you never been here. And right now it's the first time, let's say you come in even to Shabbat or come into Lag BaOmer. Now, I'd like to read something from the Shara Kavanot, from the Ari, to cleave us to the energy of Lag BaOmer, the energy of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And he says, עניין מנהג שנהגו ישראל ללכת ביום ל"ג בעומר על קברי רבי שמעון בר יוחאי ורבי אלעזר בנו, that it's a custom for the Israelites to go in the time of Lag BaOmer to the grave site of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and his son, Rabbi Elazar, אשר קבורים בעיר מירון כנודע, that they buried in the place of Meron in Israel, next to the city of Tzfat, ואוכלים ושותים ושמחים שם, and they go and they eating and drinking and happy over there. It means whoever go to the celebration of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. אני ראיתי למורי ז"ל, and this is Rabbi Chaim Vital, he writes about his teacher. I saw my teacher, שהלך לשם פעם אחת ביום ל"ג בעומר, that he went there one time in ל"ג בעומר, הוא וכל אנשי ביתו, him and all of his family, וישב שם 3 ימים ראשונים של השבוע ההוא, and they sat over there 3 days of the first week, in the time of the Ulav Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, וזה היה פעם א' שבא ממצרים, and that was the first time that he came from Egypt. We know the Ari Kadosh was living in Egypt. So he said the first time he came from Egypt, he went with all of his family for 3 days to be next to the הילולה of רבי שמעון בר יוחאי in מירון. אבל אין אני יודע, but I don't know, רבי חיים ויטל says, אם אז היה בקיא ויודע בחוכמה הזו הנפלאה שהשיג אחר כך. I don't know if back then, when he came the first time, he already received all the wisdom that he knew later on. So the first thing we want to connect ourselves with is to connect with those 3 things, that when we're talking about eating and drinking, for us it's energy of fulfillment. But also I want to Rav Asher explain about it, that we need to put the right intention and to test ourselves about drinking, eating, and sleeping, to make sure that I'm coming from the right place while I'm eating, while I'm drinking, while I'm sleeping, and especially when we come into celebration, because eating and drinking represent celebration, happiness. When we come into Hilula of Tzaddik, we want to cleave ourselves with all the blessings and the power of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And we know that Bnei Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai have so many powers, that we can cleave ourselves with. First of all, we want to cleave ourselves with the power of no fear. No fear. Rabbi Shimon didn't have any fear. Any fear. Not just he didn't have a fear from the opponent. If you remember, he was chasing the opponent. So nobody asked us to chase the opponent. We know it in the level of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, but at least we want to connect with this energy, no fear. So what does it mean, no fear? Full certainty in the light of the Creator. We need to give the will to the Creator. Full certainty in the light of the Creator. So we want to achieve that energy in the time of Lag BaOmer. Second, to have the ability and the power to change nature. It means to all the negative nature that we have, all the negative nature that we have, we want to have the power and the ability to transform it, to be above it. That's one of the things Rabbi Shimon, he was a Tana, he could change nature. Physically, he could change the nature, but also the desire to receive oneself alone. So we have that power while we drink and eating and celebrating. We want to keep in mind all of those powers of us can receive at that night. Of course, we come into give and share, but while we give and sharing, we also, there is a circuitry that we receive an energy. So we need to ask ourselves, which type of vessel I want to give to Rabbi Shimon at that night? Because when we're going to Tzaddikim, as the Rav explained, we need to give something. What we can give to the Tzaddik? Tzaddik have everything, right? What we can give to the Tzaddik, and especially the righteous that left the world, what we can give them? What we can give them our vessel, that their light can go through our vessel, reveal through our vessel to the world. So I mean, while we change in ourselves, while we promising, I want to change that, I want to change that, I want to work on my desire to receive oneself alone. I don't want to have any fears anymore. I want to have more certainty. Of course, we want to concentrate on the good, not on the bad, right? So while we, inside of the Hilula, we can cleave ourselves with the root level of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and receive those blessings. And when we do that, we actually give in our vessel, our body, that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, his energy will reveal through us. Because again, remember, we said the first point, it's to choose and to renew our commitment and our vows with the Creator, with the center, with our spiritual work. And now, I want to give my vessel that the light of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was what we do in the center, revealing the light of the Zohar, revealing the light of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, revealing all the blessings of the Creator to remove pain and suffering from the world, and for sure from our life, because the energy go first through us, and balancing the scale, that the energy of redemption will happen with energy of mercy. So each one of us, we are a beacon of light. We need to remember that. We've been chosen, okay? We might be not the perfect people on earth. We might do a lot of short circuit. We might, get upset, angry, desire to receive oneself alone. But in the end of the day, somehow the light choose us to do this work, to reveal this light to the world. So we have to bring ourselves all the time to be on track, all the time on the central column, So we have some special times, cosmic events as Lag BaOmer, that we can start to focus our consciousness, our mind, and cleave ourselves with the powers of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Okay? Something very powerful that I read, it's about cleaving ourselves, and I'm going to read a few verses from it. It says, סעודת ל"ג בעומר תשי"ג במירון, סעודת יום ה' ל"ז בעומר ת"א. It was one of the meals in Meron in time of ל"ג בעומר. So it says, there is a verse that says, כתוב לדבקה בו, that we're supposed to cleave ourselves with the Creator. But the righteous asking a question, הוא מקשין, איך אפשר שזמני יהיה דבק בנצחי? How you can cleave something that is internal with something that is temporary? The light is internal, and we're here like in a temporary way, in a temporary time, in the 1% world. הלא השם אלוקיך אש אוכלהו, because the Creator also being called fire, but fire that eats, because it's very, very powerful energy. So the righteous asking, and they answer him back. ואמרו, אלא הדבק במידותיו, those that cleave themselves with the Creator attributes. כשם שהוא חנון גם אתה חנון. The same way that the light is merciful, you should behave in a merciful way. הוא רחום גם אתה רחום וכולי. So all the attributes of the Creator, we're supposed to behave in the same way. And that's what he's saying, to cleave ourselves with the light of the Creator. And he says, וכולי, וכולי. היוצא לנו מזה כי רק בגשמות דבקות משמעותה קרבת גוף אחד על השני ככל האפשרי. He says, when we're talking about coming closer, you can say it just when we're talking about the 1%, body to body, so they can come closer to each other, right? But he says, אבל ברוחניות אינו כן. But when you're talking about spirituality, it's not the same. It's not true. אלא השוואת הצורה מהווה דבקות. The similarity of form for us to be connected with the light, it's when we behave like the light, that's what's being called to cleave ourselves. So necessarily in the 1% cleaving, it means like you put two bodies together, they cleave to each other. But in the spirituality, it's not like you cleave in yourself with the Creator, your body with the Creator, it's similarity of form. If I behave like the Creator, that's considered to be cleaving myself to the Creator. שינוי צורה מהווה פירוד, and if we change that, so now we connecting with separation. הנשמות הן חלק אלוהיו ממעל. We need to remember that our soul come from they are part from the Creator, they coming from the upper world. וטרם שנבראו היו אחת עם הקדוש ברוך הוא, before they born, the souls, they've been one with the Creator, and they knew His thoughts. The soul knew the thoughts of the light, because the soul come from the Creator, it's part of the Creator. כמו איברי הגוף שיודעים מה שהראש והמוח רוצה, the same way that the body knows, the same way that the body parts knows what the head and the brain wants. Thank God, this is why they function. They do what the desire of the head and the brain, right? ומקיימים רצונו באופן אוטומטי, and they doing it. They doing the desire of the head and the brain right away, in an automatic way. מבלי שיצטרך לומר להם או לצוות, without the head and the brain command the body parts to do, they do it in an automatic way. כי הם מרגישים מה שהמוח מרגיש, they feel what the brain feels. אבל אם מאיזו סיבה שהיא האיבר נבדל ונפרד מהגוף, but if, from whatever reason, that body part been taken out of the body, הוא מפסיק להרגיש רצון המוח. So now the body parts, not the energy, the body parts, the physical body parts, stop to feel the desire of the brain. עד שבא הרופא מתקן מה שצריך, till the doctor come and he fix whatever he need to fix, and he put it back like before with the body, and now he still can feel and fulfill the desire of the brain. The same way the souls, כן הנשמות, בזמן שנבראו היו, היינו שיצאו מן האצילות לבריאה, when the souls came from the upper world, came from the creator, from the world of אצילות to the world of בריאה, נבחנות כמו איברים שנפרדו, the same way they like the body parts that been taken out of the body, ומפסיקות להרגיש ולדעת מה שהמוח, and they stop to feel the desire of the creator, what the creator wants us to do, כמו המאציל, רוצה עד שיתוקנו, till they correct in themselves. And the creator wants to give us just good. How? כדי שיוכלו לקבל טובה היה צורך לברוא כלי חדש, עד הבריאה לא היה לגמרי, והיינו רצו לקבל. So, how the creator help us and give us that we can receive more good, he says, the creator needs to create, in the past, a new vessel, because till creation, as we study in Telomon of the Nations, it wasn't the level of desire to receive. So after creation, what was new in creation was desire to receive. Okay? Then the body have the desire to receive for oneself alone. And he says, כיוון שלפני זה בזמן שהיו הנשמות דבוקות בו לא היה ידוע העניין הזה לגמרי, because before we've been one with the creator. So it wasn't the matter of desiring something, we just receive it in an automatic way. And he says, לא היה ידוע העניין הזה לגמרי כי מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. We have everything we need before we came here. ולד אתר פנוי מיניה. לא היה המושג של קבלה, הקדוש ברוך הוא אינו צריך לקבל ומי יקבל. And back then, we know it wasn't the term of receiving, because the creator, he received from whom, right? So when we've been separated from the creator, now the creator need to create a new vessel that's called desire to receive, the desire to receive. But then when he wants to give us good, he need to create this vessel that we can feel and receive the good of the creator. So it's just a reminder for us, when we're choosing to cleave ourselves again to renew our vows with our spiritual work, what does it mean for me to renew it? It's really to remember that I was one with the creator. My soul came from the creator. And now my soul being separated from the creator. Because for whatever reason, we're studying Kabbalah 1, we're not going to repeat it. We want to be like the light. So right now, it's on me to bring myself back. It's on me to correct it, to renew that connection, to make sure to clean the pipes and to cleave my soul back with the creator. And the Kabbalah is telling us how we can do that while using the good attributes of the creator. And this is a very, very powerful time right now. In the time of the Omer, the Rav used to say, when we have those hard times or hard months, it's not about hard. It's not about now difficult. It's about we have opportunity to change ourselves even faster. So let's take the opportunity. We have a few days to think about what we just mentioned here, right? From the writers, from the Kabbalist, and let's come ready, all of us, to Lag BaOmer and to renew our commitment and to make sure to elevate ourselves we need help. We can't do it by ourselves. When we come in with that empty vessel and with that desire of, I want to change, and please guide me, help me, I'm giving my vessel to you, that your light will go through me because I want to connect and change and I want to share Kabbalah in the world, we can receive that energy from the root level of the soul of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. We can receive this energy for the rest of the year and renewing our connection with the light of the Creator, but while start using the attributes of the Creator. So I'm wishing all of us good luck with this very powerful work and actually opportunity. It's amazing. It's a free opportunity, you know, to connect in that time to the love of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. So let's open the mics and let's wish all of us Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach, miracles and
Michael,
wonders.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you,
Michael,
Michael.
one quick question.
Shabbat
Yes.
shalom.
I can't remember
Shabbat shalom, guys.
if the next day in the morning, is there a long connection or is there just a regular minyan of every day?
It's a regular minyan.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach.
Shabbat
Hope you
Thank
all
you.
going to make it and come
Thank you,
to the Hilula.
teacher.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Chag Sameach. Bye bye.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Bye bye.